The Chris Moon Show is a comedy and entertainment program. Everything said on this show is meant as a joke and should not be taken seriously. The views and opinions expressed by the hosts or guests are for entertainment purposes only and do not reflect the official stance of any organization, employer, or affiliate. This show may include adult humor, satire, or topics that some listeners could find offensive. Listener discretion is advised. By listening, you agree that The Chris Moon Show, its hosts and affiliates, are not responsible for any actions or interpretations based on the content of this program. If you're easily offended, maybe this isn't your show.
Welcome to the madness! It's the Chris Moon Show! Oh!
And we're back. The White Death did not get me or Jim. The Chris Moon Show had to take a week off. Had some stuff go wrong. My little dog passed away. It sucked. We dealt with it. Now we move on. Now we're here to give you what you all came for. The Chris Moon Show. We got all kinds of dumb shit going on. The world is on fire. Not really. It's really cold out there right now. We didn't have trash pickup for a week. People were pissed off about that. Like, could you not just go look on the internet and see that they said, hey, it's super cold? But what's so fucked up about my little town is we didn't have trash pickup. But I'm going to tell you what, come Thursday, Friday, we had school here. No sidewalks, no nothing. Boy, you should have seen this shit on Facebook, man. Some motherfuckers got called some motherfucking shit, dude. It got personal. That's the great thing about fucking small towns. We know who made the decision, and we know the dirt on you. And don't think they didn't out your ass last week, man. They told everything there is about you. So if you ever did anything wrong, it was put on Facebook last week here in our town. It was crazy. What else did we have going on? Not much, really, other than the snow. The grocery stores finally got stuff back in. Other than that, we got our show put together. We got some good topics. We're going to go over some groundbreaking stuff. I'm telling you, man. What I got for you this week is just going to grab you by the collar and shake the fuck out of you. So here we go. Here we go. Jim's got to work on the broken camera. My dumb ass dropped it. Got to get it fixed. If you want to donate to the camera fund, we'll set that up. You can throw some money in. Maybe we have a good LCD screen on the side or not. But our first topic this week is, you ready for it? People who takes mild hobbies way too serious. Example, and I've seen this firsthand, pickleball. So these two, we'll call them a couple. These two ladies were playing pickleball over there. And one of them kept doing a drop shot. And the other one with her juicy pants on was really upset with the drop shot. She's like, we're not playing for real. You're supposed to be just joking. And she's like, I play for real and I play, you know I do. And they got into it. It was amazing to watch. And she stormed off with the juicy pants and went to sit in a porta pot. Like she won. Nobody wins sitting in a porta pot. Nobody's ever sat in there and thought, man, I'm winning. Oh, man, I'm winning. No. And so let's do one for the fellas. The one that's really big is barbecuing something, smoking something. Guys are really into it. Putting beer and chicken or chili or whatever the fuck, man. And they talking about how they got up at the crack of dawn and got butcher's paper and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you motherfuckers right now. My boiled ribs, and I boil those bitches, I'm breaking rules, and throw them on the grill for like 15 seconds with some barbecue sauce, tastes just as good as your 17 to 20 hour fucking slow smoke, bitch, because I was doing real world shit. I was doing stuff that was way more fun. I don't hate my family so much. I gotta pretend like I'm so dialed in on this smoke. Like I get these smoke rings. That just says I don't like my wife. I don't like my kids. I hate my life. Why don't you just go to a bar, man, and be productive, man? Just go ahead and get a fucking divorce, get it over with. If your sorry ass is sitting outside pretending like you're a grill master, you're lying to yourself. You really are. And I'm gonna help you help yourself now. This mild pissy ass hobby that you got with passive aggressiveness, pretending like maybe you do like meat, but maybe it ain't that smoked meat. Maybe you got some things you need to work out. You know, we can work things out here on the Chris Moon Show. If you want to work this out, we'll work it out together. You know, we'll get to the bottom of it. But you sure the fuck don't really like sitting out there with your green egg, you know, whatever the hell that fucking thing is. If you're sitting around and you're talking about your how your egg cooks something, or blah blah. If you ain't a motherfucker who is selling spices to people or something like that and promoting other shit, and you're just an asshole who cooks meat on a grill. Shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up. Let's be for real. What's another one on this good old list that was pretty good? Oh, for you vinyl douchebags. You know, they're fucking like, it doesn't sound the same unless it's on vinyl. If it's on vinyl, I need to hear it when it's pressed in 1971 when it came out. It has original tones and stuff like that. Bitch, it has static in it. That's what it has. And then you motherfucker, I remember records. They were stupid. I hated them. There's a reason they're obsolete, because they sucked. There was nothing good about them. You know? Other than it gave you a big-ass piece of album art, you can take a thumbtack and stick on your fucking wall. It was useless, you know? Who gives a fuck about vinyl? You know? I really like the sound of it through my hi-fi speakers. And shut the fuck up. It's another excuse for you not to listen to your old lady. These are all these hobbies sure feel like stuff for middle-aged loser dudes who fucking just can't be a man and are vested too much in their marriage or whatever the hell to pull the trigger, and they're pretending like they fucking like life. You know, I'm really into coffees. You know, I like different coffees from Sweden, a Cooper from Australia. I really like them. You know, I like to take little sips of them. You know. You're just trying to avoid life. It's another avoidance of shit in the world that you just don't want to fucking face. Man the fuck up. Tell the motherfucker shut the fuck up or get the fuck out, man. Fake your own death, man. They used to do it in soap operas all the time. Fake your own fucking death. There we go. Or, hold on, because not enough of us has had it. Get amnesia. Lose 5 years of your life and don't forget about it all. Get amnesia. It's going to be the best thing. People walk up to you, be like, I don't know who you are. I don't know. And just walk off. You know, somebody walks up to you, or you then, Dad, I don't know, am I? My kid's only 15, you're 20. It don't add up. It don't add up. There's the answer to this problem. Amnesia. Try it. On to the next topic. Next topic is, and this one is goes across the board. Everybody's always tired, always burnt out. Yet you all always online watching TikTok videos. By the way, just gonna let you know, after TikTok censored me, I censored them. And then they try some shit where they're gonna tell me they're gonna sell your stuff. You don't see Chris Moon. If you see Chris Moon on TikTok, it ain't him. You see Diatribe Media on there, it's not him. I don't know if Jim deleted his or Eddie, but they need to get off the ass and do it because we don't mess with TikTok. But if you're constantly like, I'm going to bed early, and you lay your big ass head down and pick your phone up immediately and start watching videos talking about, well, I found my husband cheating on me and I set a plan in place. Or my sister had a pregnancy and we were pregnant at the same time and she lost her baby and my mother wouldn't let me bring my baby to the family functions. That's real shit right there, by the way. And that's shit your boy Chris Moon gets tortured with. And it fucking drives me nuts. Like, it ain't like, it is watered down, Lifetime, Hallmark, just smashed together with some AI reading it, and it just drives me up the fucking wall. Who the fuck is doing that shit? Motherfuckers, that's why you all can't fucking wind the fuck down, man. You gotta fucking be looking at your phone all that instant gratification, trying to fucking chase that dopamine. Your boy know about chasing dopamine, just drink fuck Red Bull. Red Bull's real shit, man. It ain't like my Ghost, man. I gotta drink a whole Ghost get like this. I drank a fucking 12-ounce fucking Red Bull. It's a whole different goddamn story, man. It fucking jacks you the fuck up. It gives you motherfucking wings because I'm about to have a motherfucking heart attack. Man, I can feel my goddamn pulse in my toes, man. And I usually can't feel my fucking toes. That's a whole nother fucking problem. But we're getting there, though. But the whole idea that you go to wind down and you pick up an electronic device and you're feeding your brain constantly. So the rest of you, like your feet, your arms, your legs, everything else is resting, but your brain isn't. You're doing fucking acrobatic loops with it. You're making it just keep going through and through and through, and you're feeding it fucking information for no reason. And all it fucking wants to do is go to fucking sleep. Then you wonder why the next day you got a motherfucking headache and you feel like dog shit and you're hungover. It's because you can't turn your goddamn phone off. How fucking hard is it? Turn the bitch off. Fucking quit looking at it. That ain't winding down. That ain't that. Then you want to whine about life. You know, I'm burnt out. Or I'm having a burnout. Bitch, you're having a fucking phone out. Put the bitch away and then you won't be on it. And I'm going to tell you what, any of you dumb motherfuckers that give anybody you work with in a group goddamn chat that you're fucking on call 24 hours that you ain't getting fucking paid for, you're a goddamn fool. You're a goddamn fool. Who the fuck giving? I ain't giving nobody access to my ass. If you ain't paying me, you ain't talking to me. You can go kiss my ass. I'll see you in the motherfucking morning. Ain't a goddamn thing any of us do is so goddamn important that we need 24 fucking hours of fucking goddamn work chat. Work chat for it. Work. What the fuck you gonna do? It's the same thing in a relationship. If you text your husband or wife constantly, what the fuck you gonna talk about when you get home? You all bitch because you think the relationship's falling apart because you fucking give every bit of the morsel of the goddamn conversation away over fucking text. Like, say something for later, motherfucker. Say something for later. You don't need to be all up in everybody's business 24. Because when you get together, you know, what you're going to do is sit there and look at each other's phone because you ain't got shit to say because it's all been said. It's all been said. Only thing going to be covered about what we're going to do for dinner, what the kids do today, what about this, what about that, blah, blah, blah. But all the interesting facts that Shirley did something and stumped her toe and flipped over and did a monkey flip today, we already know about it because you already fucking texted to me. So say something for later, you know? And if you really want to be a loving person, send a dick pic or a titty pic, man. They go a long way. Just randomness in the day, baby. Just flip a tit out, man. Show a motherfucker that you like, hey, what's up? You know? Dude, be spicy. Don't have to be this, what are we going to have for later? Would you like to have popcorn later? Would you? Well, maybe we try to go to bed early tonight. No, we're not going to do nothing unless you're fucking 3 sheets to the fucking wind. You're going to watch TikTok, motherfucker. That's what's going to happen. You don't watch motherfucking TikTok, and I'm going to fucking sit there and watch you watch TikTok. You think I want to watch you watch TikTok? Fuck no, I don't want to watch you watch TikTok. TikTok sucks. TikTok sucks. On the next one. All right. So the next topic is your brain can't tell rest from distraction. True rest equals low stimulation. Scrolling constantly, micro decisions. The brain stays alert, even the body still resting. You don't get no rest. What happens is you results are more tired after resting. Silence feels uncomfortable. There's that thing again. That creepy goddamn silence is sneaking into our lives again. Oh, shit. Silence is deadly, motherfucker. Only time silence is deadly is when it's a deadly fucking fart and creeps up on you. But ain't a goddamn time I ever thought, man, it's too quiet in here. That's like a fucking 80s movie and then you got the motherfucker that shot. You know, I'm getting too old for this shit kind of deal, you know? Fucking, what the fuck, man? You know? Can't rest, you know, your brain can't rest from distractions. I mean, what the fuck, man? That's the whole goddamn thing I just talked about. It is you all can't be left alone without your pacifier. Your new pacifier is this guy right here. The ear hustling little bitch that fucking makes you get ads and shit that makes you feel like you're important because your phone knows you better than everybody. It's the little bitch that's ratting on you 24/7. And I hate it when a motherfucker sends something stupid or talks something stupid around my phone and the ear hustles it up. And next thing you know, you got some gay farmer talking about his emus and shit and chasing them around acting like Super Nancy Kerrigan fairy motherfucker, and it's just annoying. I don't want to watch that shit. Don't talk around my phone about dumb shit. You know, I'm sure we did the Eddie Brackett show, my phone ear hustle some shit, and now I'm gonna get Kid Rock shit and stuff I don't want to fucking deal with, you know. It ear hustles like a motherfucker and it drives me up the fucking wall. I don't want to see this shit, you know. And like last week, we put my little dog down, and you know what? So we talked about my dog quite a bit last week. My phone was sitting there. You know what my fucking phone did? It fucking stabbed a knife in me every time I turn around to be like, would your dog like this? Would you like this? No, my dog won't like it. My dog's dead, motherfucker. Thanks for reminding me, asshole. My phone's an asshole. It's like the biggest asshole I know out of everybody. And I know a lot of assholes. And I'm a pretty big asshole myself, you know? And my phone finds a way to trump every fucking thing every fucking day and stomp me to fucking in the nuts. Carrie sent me and my sister-in-law 2 chicks foot wrestling, and they were fighting each other with their feet locked together. What the fuck kind of horror is that? You know what it's gonna do to my algorithm? Now I'm gonna have fat bitches feet fucking. You know, I don't need that shit, Carrie. Carrie, that was uncalled for. I don't know what I did to you to cause you to send me 2 fat chicks feet fucking in the middle of goddamn fucking Instagram. But now, thanks. Now I'm going to get that. And it wasn't as bad as my brother sent me all the weird little things that they do with pimples and shit like that. And I was getting all that shit, yo. That took a long time for me to convince my fucking phone that I wasn't into that shit. Now it's going to take fucking another 6 months to convince my phone that I ain't in the chicks feet fucking fighting, you know? What the fuck who the hell's making these feet fighting videos? Who is this for? It ain't for fucking me. Feet are gross, man. I only like my own goddamn feet. I never looked at a set of fucking feet. Thought, man, I like to fuck those feet. Not once. Not once. So have you gone on the interwebs and looked at a rating of something on Amazon, a restaurant or something, and you thought, you fucking lying, man, that thing's a piece of shit. Nobody trusts their reviews anymore, and rightfully so, because they pay bots, they pay people, and it just seems like if it's on the internet, somebody to make an opinion about, somebody's going to be like, this place sucked, you know. I went there to get ranch fries, and they gave me cheese fries, and then they wouldn't give me my money back and the fries. Well, bitch, they just give you another set of fries. They won't give you free fries. Like, that's all you really wanted. I think you probably ordered ranch ones and stuff like that. And how I really do my reviews is I look to see who's fucking beat the shit out of somebody at a McDonald's. That's how you know it's a good McDonald's. They scrap, man, and they got good food. You know? Poor people make good McDonald's food. It's just facts of fucking life. They know this is the best they're going to do. They're going to try to work their way up to be manager one day. They're going to make fucking $14.95 an hour, and their life's going to be changed. They care about your cheeseburger. Period. You find you a McDonald's that has, 30-something-year-old adults in there, and I'm going to tell you what, it's going to be the best fucking hamburger you ever have from a McDonald's. It's going to be right. It's going to have the right amount of fucking stuff on it. It's going to have the right amount of shame with that hamburger. And you're going to be like, what's so good in this sauce? What's in this special sauce? That's tears. That's tears for them knowing that they made bad choices, that they had a kid at 14. They did all kinds of bad things. And it turns out, and then they become the best employees once they get past their meth addiction and all that stuff, man. And they bounce back, man. The second go around, man, they're going to make it go around, you know. They got to get all they can get because ain't nobody else going to hire them. This is it. They've the pinnacle of pinnacles, they're on, their goal is to have a Chevette and fucking maybe only be 2 months behind on rent. 2 months. That's it. And that's where the good food comes from. Go to Steak and Shake. Steak and Shake, man, they got little Mexican people running around. They got everybody. You can't understand a goddamn thing they're saying. They tell you it's in tallow and blah, blah, blah. I'm going to tell you what. $8, fucking greatness. My kids swear by it. Then you got and under, and it says they're not under. They're saying their plumbing's bad. They wanted $25 for a burger, fries, and a drink. I haven't been there, but Mr. Allen had been, Mr. Brackett's been there, and a couple other people. They said it was horrible, and they would never go again. And he likes chicken tenders like a motherfucker. So if you can't win that motherfucker over, you lost a motherfucker. Like, what did you do that was so bad? I heard it tastes like fucking unseasoned food. I can't think of the frozen food place that sells to them. You know what I'm talking about, Jim? The frozen
Schwans?
Yeah, I like Schwans, but it's
Schwans?
I can't think of it, but they said it tastes like that. It tastes like shit. You know? So, and it has to be insulting because they got a place right next to it called Yummy Bo. Yummy Bo is not the typical food for our area. And this motherfucker jumps. Like, they park in their parking lot and walk over. You know that had to piss them off. You know that made them mad. To be like, man, I'm selling a hamburger and they're selling noodles and they outselling me 10-1. They just selling noodles and you got your ass kicked. That's how bad your hamburger is if you get your ass kicked by a noodle place. If a noodle place puts you out of business, they said it's a plumbing, so it's the old Hooters place. I always thought the smell in there was from the people. And apparently it was.
Plumbing is fucked in there.
Yeah. So apparently it's the plumbing. The plumbing is fucked. But you kind of was like, it always smelled bad in there. But I just thought it for other reasons. You know, there's some sleazy people in the old Hooters place, man.
I was one of those sleazy people.
Yeah. So I've actually ran into some kids that feel this is like a flex. If you refuse to learn technology, move to the woods, stay the fuck out there, stay the fuck away from me. I don't want to talk to you because I don't want to help you learn to use your phone. I don't want to help you do anything. I can't communicate to you because I'm not going to call you. I ain't calling a motherfucker, dude. The only time I call somebody is when I may freeze to death. Like today, I was outside Jim's house waiting for him to answer the door. It's fucking cold. That's emergency. That was an emergency call. That wasn't just, hey, I'm here. It's like, hey, motherfucker, I'm freezing out here. It's cold. You know, I'm in a monkey fucking shirt and this is all I got on. I'm cold. You know, maybe I should have wore a jacket. Maybe I should have think better, but I didn't. So if your flexes in this world is that you're not going to learn how to use an app or something like that, just stay the fuck away from me. You're just fucking a prick. That's all you are. You're just wanting to make something. This is something you want to make about yourself. And how does this make you a better person because you're ignorant? My ignorance made me a better person because I don't know how to use an app. I don't know how to use a phone. I can't flip a phone. All I can use is a landline. How does this make you better than me? I don't know. I can communicate in 6 different ways from my phone. Although I don't, but I can. I can use it to talk to people who speak a different language. I don't. Instead, I meow at them and move on and have them stare at me. You know, I don't understand this flex, this weird flex that I don't have this technology. I don't do this. I don't do that. I got one of those stupid phones. You know, that was a thing for a while where you got a phone that could only make calls and text. You know, like that. That just says you're poor to me. That's what that says to me. Like you can't afford, or you have a drug problem, or some kind of porn problem. You obsessed over something that your technology gave you instant gratification. You got to. It was doing something to so fast that you couldn't stop. You don't really need a phone, but you know what? I totally relate with you though. If you need a phone, you know. It helps a lot. It moves things along. You know, imagination ain't as good as it used to be. Looking back, you know, it just don't do it anymore. You know, the good old just trying to close your eyes and think it out, it don't work as good anymore. You know, that's where technology is great, and that's where you're a bitch because you don't want to use technology. Why? I don't know. That technology's in every fucking thing. If you think that technology ain't watching your damn TV's ear hustling you. Your toaster's ear hustling you. Your fucking microwave. Every fucking thing has a speaker or something in it and a mic. It hears you. You know, you got to choose what you say wisely these days. Next thing you know, ICE gonna show up at your house and beat the shit out of you or something. I'm shocked they haven't came and tried to drag my ass out yet. It's a lot of ass to drag out, but I wouldn't be shocked anymore. There was a post, somebody was fucking trolling on the old interwebs on the Facebook page asking, do you feel safer that ICE is in town? And then you a bitch. Like, you don't think anybody knows what you're doing. You're trying to bait the third person in line to get in an argument, and you sit back and watch. Like, that's how fucking unoriginal you son of bitches are. That's shit we used to do a long time ago. That's Trevor's acts. That's fucking so easy to do. You all are so lazy, you can't even come up with something new. You can't even come up with new ways to piss people off. That's what you all need to do. You need to come out of the box and think of new ways to piss people off. You want to get them to watch them fight each other. That's poor people shit. They ain't got cable. Go watch TikTok, motherfucker. There's a ton of fighting videos on there. I'm sure if you go to Kroger's, man, so this guy was running around with his wife with tight braids on. She's probably 50, missing all her teeth, chasing this little old black lady around and yelling the N-word at her and calling her lazy because she's on a rascal. They didn't see Boo Mama coming. Boo Mama was all in red, hoodie over her thing, on a rascal, and she chased those motherfuckers around Kroger's and hit them 4 or 5 times down the aisle. This guy was like, oh, I ain't scared of you. And she just plowed his ass. Then he went down the chip aisle, thought he got away from Boo Mama. Boo Mama wasn't done. Boo Mama hit him again and again. And then the old bitch with fucking pigtails got up and thought she's going to do something. And Boo Mama ran her ass over too. It was fucking amazing. So maybe I do like a little bit of drama at my grocery store. But I don't want to fucking watch it on the internet. I don't want to watch you try to piss people off. There's supposed to be a site that's supposed to be helpful to other people. You're just going on there to fucking poke the bear for no reason. Speaking of the bear, nobody's seen him. What happened to the bear? Nobody knows. Did he eat some homeless people? There was some So, I guess he left. Because if their bear ate it, I'm going to say the bear left. He'll be back. If we get lucky, the bear will be back. I seen the shoe goblin. Let's let the town know. Shoe goblin's fine. I seen him today. He had a clear backpack on and devil look in his eyes. And he was fucking happy. He was up there by Sam's Club. He was by the gas station out there standing around sniffing the fumes. And he was happy. He looked like he was having the best day ever. All right, on to the next one. All right, a little bit of camera problems since Captain Dipshit dropped it this weekend doing dumb shit. So, Jim, we had to reset. So, we're going to go back to this topic is remembering nostalgic stuff that wasn't fucking really that good. One being shit like restaurants and stuff that they're closed because usually the fucking care of the place was shit. The food was shit. It was questionable ingredients. One of the things that comes to mind is like a snack food, 3D Doritos, Choco Tacos apparently was a big thing. Never had them. I have no idea. There was a bunch of reasons they went away. One of them was a culture appropriation kind of deal. But that whole getting paid. Like they paid that family. They make good money off that. And just because they wasn't offended by it. They liked that paycheck, what else? Lawn darts. Like we flex like we survive throwing sharp knives up in the air and living through it, dodgeball, bombardment, like, oh, we were tougher because we got hit with a red ball. Bitch, I'd rather not got hit with that red ball. That motherfucker stung like a sumbitch, man. Again, we watched movies in school. That was a big thing. Like they will it in and stuff. Second grade, they made us watch fucking Old Yellow. Why? Tell me why. I'm still upset about that. They killed the dog, man. They killed the dog, and man, it'll make you act like you're not gonna cry. You fucking in second grade, man. You cry over less shit. Now you gotta act like you fucking ain't crying over a dead dog. I just was crying over my dog all fucking weekend. My dog fucking died, motherfucker. And then in second grade, I'm not supposed to be upset about it. What the fuck, man? Why did Disney make that movie? Who was that for? Who was that? Did somebody not like their dog? And like, oh, looking back on shit with truck stops. We had a lot of truck stops here in town, you know. And they have jukeboxes at the table. You could get a greasy burger and a lot lizard for fucking $20, you know. There was just a lot of shit, man. People look back on it and think was fucking great, you know. I didn't like the fucking having to be smacked in the head to change the channel. I didn't like fucking all the shit. 8-tracks suck, man. My first 8-track to ever own was Don Williams, you know. And you had to listen to the whole fucking thing, man. I can't fucking listen to a whole album right now if you gave me $200 fucking dollars. I'd be like, no. But I did back in, man. You click that bitch in, man. You was in. Like, you had to listen to the whole thing. Because, man, it was like 5 pounds worth of fucking plastic that you had to switch out with that son bitch. And you had to have I remember my dad had like a big ass thing, 8 tracks, you know, like that. I was so glad when fucking cassette tapes came around, man. My dad wasn't. I remember my dad was upset. He found somebody that had a cassette and 8-track, and he dubbed all of his music over. You know, that's when my dad was still young. He got cassette tapes he still kind of cared about. Then you seen the old man come into him and he's like, he didn't like music anymore. I'm at that point. I don't listen to shit when I'm driving, but quiet. You know, it's just, you know, I know that scares some of you. And I'm sorry if I offend you or scare you with silence. You know, but there ain't a fucking sound in my car other than what shakes and shimmies and rattles in that bitch. That's it. I ain't listening to nothing, man. First of all, I got a fucking $700 fucking Ford Focus, man. I need to hear everything and make sure something ain't flying off this bitch at any point, you know. And I'm also the one that worked on it. I question myself. I give myself bad reviews, you know. Sometimes I'm lazy and think I tighten shit up, and sometimes it ain't tighten, you know. All right, been a rough week. Lost my dog, everybody knows. I lost Sophie. Sophie was a good dog. I'm going to put a video on here. You can watch it or you don't. It's sad. She was a good little dog. I talked to that dog more than I talked to fucking people. She was always with me. When you see my dog, she walked by me, I'd say, excuse me, and shit like that, you know. I carried her to bed. She had her own little bed and everything. All that stuff, you know. It sucked. You know, I didn't want to be the one to put her to sleep. I had to put her to sleep because it was the right thing to do. But it still makes me feel like an asshole. Like, when you have to make that decision, you're kind of an asshole. You know, it really is. And they tell you you're doing the right thing and shit like that, you know. But it's not fun, you know, because I'm the one she looked at to protect her, and I'm the one that let a stranger come in and shoot her up with some shit. You know, and I'm going to have to live with that. I don't fucking like it. I'll be straight with you. It wasn't fun. It's been weird. You know, she was a family member, not just my dog. You know, she was a big part of my day every day and all that shit. And it's been weird. So, watch the video. We miss you, Sophie. See you next week.
"13 years you stayed right here, quiet love beside my pain. When the world was far too heavy, you helped me rise again. You never asked for anything, just to lay close by my side. But somehow in my darkest days, you kept my heart alive. So rest now, Sophie, on your silky pillow bed. You were my reason to get up instead. When depression was the deepest, you were light in the dark. And I will carry you forever, my sweet little spark. You helped my boys when life was hard. You gave them strength somehow, just by being there in silence. You showed us love is loud. And even near the ending, when you could barely stand, you still walked out into the snow like you had one last plan. So rest now, Sophia, on your silky pillow bed. You were my comfort when nothing else said. When depression was the deepest, you were light in the dark. And I will carry you forever, my sweet little spark. I don't know what comes after, I wish I did, but I hope there's something more, not for me, for you. Because 13 years was never enough for a soul like yours. So run now, Sophie, where your legs are strong again, where the snow feels gentle and there's no more end. If love makes a heaven, then you're already home. Because you were more than my dog, you were never alone. Sleep easy, sweet Sophie, until I see